Imagine arriving in a new country with nothing but a suitcase, a dream, and a language you barely speak. This is the story of Amina, who left her small hometown halfway across the world, chasing a vision not just for herself, but for everyone who looked like her. Immigrants, hungry for a chance. The streets were unfamiliar. The words sounded like a puzzle, and every door seemed locked. But Amina's heart was a key forged from relentless hope and fierce determination. Her first obstacle? The invisible barrier of trust. How do you convince people to believe in you when your accent makes you stand out and your background feels like a secret code no one wants to crack? She started small, hosting community workshops in rented basements, teaching skills she mastered back home: sewing, coding, cooking, anything that could spark opportunity. But money was tight, and the fear of failure loomed like a shadow. So Amina did what many wouldn't dare. She turned vulnerability into strength. She shared her story openly, connecting with others who felt unseen. This authenticity became her unique strategy. Next came the challenge of scaling her dream without losing its heart. Instead of chasing investors who wanted quick profits, she tapped into local networks, partnering with immigrant-owned businesses and nonprofits. She created a cooperative, a space where newcomers could learn, earn, and grow together. It wasn't easy. Paperwork piled high, skepticism was constant, and every success was hard-won. But with each small victory, Amina's cooperative blossomed into a thriving hub, a beacon of possibility. Today, her initiative employs hundreds, providing training, jobs, and a community where immigrant entrepreneurs uplift one another. The impact? Lives transformed, families stabilized, and a ripple effect of empowerment spreading like wildfire. What can you take from Amina's journey? First, embrace your unique story. It's your greatest asset. Second, build genuine connections. Success isn't a solo climb. Third, don't fear starting small. Micro wins lay the foundation for monumental change. And finally, transform obstacles into stepping stones by turning vulnerability into authenticity. Amina's path wasn't paved with privilege, but with purpose. So, when your own mountains seem insurmountable, remember, the power to create opportunity lies within resilience, community, and the courage to keep opening doors, even when they seem locked. But this story doesn't end here. Amina's journey is a living testament to the power of perseverance and the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity. In the early days, when nights were long and doubts crept in, she often found solace in the small victories, like a smile from a workshop attendee who learned to sew a button, or the first email from a local business owner willing to collaborate. These moments, though seemingly insignificant, were the threads weaving a tapestry of hope and progress. Community became Amina's anchor. She understood that isolation could be as daunting as any language barrier. So she made it her mission to foster a sense of belonging. Every workshop was more than just a class. It was a gathering of stories, cultures, and dreams. People who once felt invisible found a voice, and in that collective strength, barriers began to crumble. Amina's cooperative evolved into a vibrant ecosystem. It wasn't merely about economic empowerment. It was about creating a sanctuary where identities were celebrated and potential was nurtured. Local artisans taught traditional crafts, tech enthusiasts offered coding lessons, and chefs shared recipes that brought flavors from distant lands to the neighborhood. This blend of skills and stories created a rich mosaic of cultural exchange and mutual support. Challenges persisted, of course. There were moments when funding was scarce, when bureaucratic hurdles threatened to stall progress, and when skepticism from outsiders questioned the legitimacy of their efforts. Yet, Amina's unwavering belief in the mission fueled relentless advocacy. She organized community meetings, engaged with policymakers, and leveraged media platforms to share the cooperative's impact. Slowly but surely, perceptions shifted, doors began to open, and alliances strengthened. Education was another pillar of Amina's vision. Recognizing that knowledge is power, she collaborated with volunteers and local educators to develop tailored programs addressing language barriers, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. These initiatives empowered newcomers to navigate their new environment confidently and take control of their futures. The ripple effect of Amina's work extended beyond her immediate community. Inspired by her model, similar cooperatives sprouted in neighboring districts and cities. Networks of immigrant entrepreneurs connected, sharing resources, advice, and encouragement. This growing movement underscored a universal truth. When people come together with shared purpose, they can rewrite narratives and build legacies that transcend borders. Amina's personal growth mirrored that of her cooperative. From a hesitant newcomer, she blossomed into a respected leader and advocate. Her story resonated in conferences, workshops, and panels, inspiring others to embrace their journeys and harness their unique strengths. She remained grounded, always returning to the core principles that ignited her mission: authenticity, community, and resilience. Looking back, Amina often reflects on the moments that shaped her path: the doubts, the setbacks, and the unexpected triumphs. Each experience was a teacher, imparting lessons about patience, empathy, and the importance of staying true to one's values. Her story is a beacon for anyone navigating unfamiliar terrain, reminding us that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. So what does Amina's journey teach us? It reminds us that every great endeavor begins with a single step taken in faith. It shows that authenticity fosters trust, and trust builds communities capable of achieving extraordinary things. It proves that starting small is not a limitation, but a foundation for lasting change. And most importantly, it illustrates that vulnerability is not weakness. It is a powerful bridge connecting hearts and opening doors. In a world often divided by difference, Amina's cooperative stands as a testament to unity and shared humanity. It challenges us to look beyond surface distinctions and recognize the potential within each person, regardless of origin or circumstance. Her story invites us to become architects of inclusion, champions of diversity, and builders of opportunity. As you face your own challenges, remember Amina's unwavering spirit. When the path ahead seems obscured and the weight of uncertainty presses down, draw strength from the stories of those who have walked before you. Embrace your unique narrative, for it is a source of power. Cultivate connections, for no one achieves greatness alone. Celebrate every small victory, for they are the building blocks of monumental success. And above all, transform your vulnerabilities into authenticity, for in doing so, you light the way for others to follow. The doors you seek may be locked, but like Amina, your heart holds the key. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep opening those doors, because within each challenge lies the seed of opportunity, waiting to bloom through resilience, courage, and community.